Does the entire gaming community as a whole respect Nintendo and what they have done and revolutionized in gaming today and back then? That is the question that I am asking to all of you. That is mostly to everybody who loves Sony and everybody who loves Microsoft and their gaming systems, their consoles. Now, before you start, oh my God, what are you talking about, dude? Whatever. Me, just hear me out. This is not bashing anyone. This is just generally what my opinion on Nintendo is and how people need to respect them and a lack of respect for them. Now, at the VGAs, Miyamoto had received a Hall of Fame award for The Legend of Zelda. And as you've seen, everybody stood for him. That includes companies from Sony and companies from Microsoft. That obviously means that they all have a respect for him because Nintendo and Miyamoto, which basically is the face of Nintendo, has shaped the gaming industry into what it is today. Well, most of the things that are today, except for all these hack and slashes and all that. Now, does anyone respect Nintendo? Does any of you Sony and Microsoft fans respect Nintendo? Maybe you can tell me, but my personal opinion, I don't think so. It seems like you guys play with Nintendo as if they didn't have a major role in the gaming genres or the gaming history. It seems like people think, oh, they're for kids, they're for kids, they're for kids. Oh my God, Mario, he's just jumping around, smashing and murdering turtles and stuff. That's for kids. That's not hardcore. That's for, casual players. Now, like I said before, I don't really get this casual and hardcore gamer thing anymore. I'm just a gamer, and what I used to think hardcore gaming was, or a hardcore gamer was just someone who played video games for what they are, loved them to death, and for hours at a time. That's what I thought a hardcore gamer was, and a casual gamer was just someone who played a game every so often. That has drastically changed since I was growing up, and now it's something completely different. Now today, hardcore gaming is playing the most violent game and also playing the most bloodiest and profanic or just genocide game. Um, which there are going to be some games that, involve genocide or are violent and stuff, and okay, that's expected, but it just seems like that it's a little bit too much of that. But anyway, I'm going kind of off topic. What I want to talk about is how come no one respects Nintendo as a company and as a staple in the history of the gaming industry. It seems like everybody just shoves them away. Everybody wants, time Nintendo makes a mistake, people want to jump on it and like a monkey on their back. They just want to jump on them and jump on them and, insult all the fans and stuff. Nintendo's going down. The 3DS doesn't sell well. Nintendo is crap. The 3DS is going to flop. And as you see, the 3DS just boosted. I mean, it just went like that after that price cut, and that's the beauty of Nintendo. They can just make anything sell, and like that famous picture says, it prints money, and that's exactly what it's doing now. But everybody wants Nintendo to fail. I swear to God, everybody wants Nintendo to fail, and I don't think that's fair. It's just a lack of respect for what they have done. And I know not all of you guys, all of the Sony and Xbox, I know most of you guys grew up with Nintendo, and I know that you are somewhat disappointed that Nintendo didn't come out with a HD console, and some missed some opportunities with third party developers. And I can't really say I'm not disappointed either. I am disappointed too, and I'm sure a lot of Nintendo fans and gamers are disappointed at that too. But unlike you guys, we just endure, we move on. That's how much love we have for and respect for Nintendo we have. And even Microsoft and Sony, I have a lot of respect for them. I don't go around bashing Xbox 360 fans or PS3 fans. I don't do that. That's not me. You like what you like, and I like what I like. Not saying that I don't like Sony. As a matter of fact, the PS2 and the PS1 I owned before I actually owned a Nintendo console, and that is the N64 and the Nintendo GameCube. So I actually am a Sony fan. As for Xbox, I never owned an Xbox. I only borrowed it from my friend or so. But what is with this whole campaign against Nintendo? And then you have people grouping up, calling themselves this N-Dub Nation, which I still don't understand. And really, it just sounds ghetto and like a bunch of black people made it. And, don't take that harshly. I'm black too, so don't even try to play a race card on me. But what is with all these campaigns against Nintendo? Why do people want Nintendo to fail? Why do people disrespect them so much to the point where it's becoming ridiculous, and really it's just becoming very, very old? We have this whole console war, PS3 versus Xbox 360, and then those consoles versus the Wii. Why do we have to act like that? We are mature gamers. I know a lot of a lot of people are little kids that really are starting this mess. I do know that some of you Sony fans and Xbox 360 fans are mature people, and you go about it different ways. Sure, you disagree with some things, and you don't agree with you agree with some other things, but why are we arguing and bickering about things that we love? Because if you really think about it, we're arguing about things, something we all love, and that is video games. Why are we arguing about it? I don't know. Why are we arguing about it? It's something everyone enjoys, no matter what format or developer made it. As long as it's good, we all enjoy it. Why is there such a animosity against it, and why is there so much hate for Nintendo? And it's even coming from the Nintendo fans themselves. They're even starting to get aggravated with Nintendo, and I know they haven't made the best decisions, but you have to respect them for what they have done. I mean, the Wii, it didn't have nearly the graphical power or core power as the Xbox 360 or PS3, but it still sold well. Now, I'm not shoving that in none of you guys' face, but that's just how much Nintendo is known and respected, that people will buy their console even if it had a piece of crap on it and it came in a box. They'll still buy it, and especially if there was Legend of Zelda. And people are comparing that to Skyrim. People are saying, "Your precious Legend of Zelda, it's just the same formula, it never changes." It's very annoying, because Zelda actually does change. You can look at Skyward Sword and be called a complete hypocrite just from looking at that game. But everybody enjoys Zelda. Probably without Zelda, there probably wouldn't even be a Skyrim. Without Nintendo games, probably video games would have came a lot later in all of our lifetimes. Maybe probably just this turn of the century. It probably would have just came then, not earlier in the 80s. And Nintendo basically revived gaming as a whole, and Nintendo has been around, which most people do not know, and I'm about to tell you this. Nintendo has been around making games, card games and stuff, for more than 100 years. That's how old the company is. You can go on Wikipedia, you can do anything. It will tell you Nintendo has been making games. It started off with card games in Japan, and they have been doing this for 100 and something years. So if you guys don't have respect for a company like that, then I don't know what company you should respect, because that is very, very spectacular for a company to stay alive, especially a company that made games, to stay, within the industry that long. And I don't think people realize that. And I know it kind of sounds like I'm babbling right now, but this is just something that has bothered me. Why doesn't people respect Nintendo? I would just like everybody's opinion on that. Even us Nintendo gamers, and also you Sony fanboys. And when I'm calling you guys fanboys, I don't mean any disrespect in any regard. It's just, that's just how I refer to you guys as a whole. And I refer to us Nintendo fanboys. That's the same thing. We're all fanboys. We all love video games. We all love twitching our thumbs and until they bleed and stuff. So what do you guys say to what I just discussed with you guys? Leave it in a comment below, and let's get to the bottom of this. And please, no flaming and bickering, or your comment will just be deleted on the spot. It will be deleted, and if it gets too bad, you will just be blocked, because I'm not trying to start no type of gaming civil war amongst ourselves. So comment in the box below. Let me know what you think, and tell me why, if you do respect or if you don't, why you do or don't. And, we'll start from there. So thank you guys for watching.